We back? We're back. Let's jump into Alterna from the jump into the Alterna button. For some reason, I feel the need to show it off, even though I'm pretty sure it's just you click the button and then, oh, whoa, you're in the hub now. Ooh. Yeah, it's basically just the start. Except, didn't we start over there? But whatever. Alright, what are you telling me, menu? Hero gear. I could get stuff. Archive, alternate logs. Oh, I didn't read the whole thing. Let me start at the beginning. As technology advanced at an exponential rate, so too did prosperity, and ultimately conflict. For long, the entire world was embroiled. In the end, nearly all life on Earth was wiped out. As humans squabbled, natural disasters intensified. Volcanic eruptions leveled cities, the sea rose and began to consume the planet. Humanity experienced a mass extinction event. Soon, the surface of the Earth became a barren wasteland, completely inhospitable to life. Error. Against the odds, computed to be numbers to 1, some humans survived. Therefore, the planet was only nearly completely inhospitable to life. I'm not sure which picture is supposed to go with which. I guess the picture is supposed to be below the text. These survivors found shelter in a vast cavern created by a cataclysmic volcanic eruption. The cave provided shelter and a massive pool of accumulated seawater. I misread that as sweater for a moment. Provided life. While humanity was being decimated, marine life flourished. All manner of squid, octopuses, isn't the plural octopi, and jellyfish had propagated in the deep. The surviving humans had found a source of sustenance. So, wait, is this saying that inklings and octolings evolved from humans that just ate a whole lot of seafood? Or are they saying that humanity is still here because sea life flourished, and sea life flourished into the stuff we know now? Hey, Therian. Messes pulls of sweaters, sounds comfy. Yeah, I suppose it would be. I don't think I missed any sunken scrolls. Reading them anyway. I'll just assume I have all the ones I can have at this point. Back in your spot, Callie. The more fuzzballs and fuzzy ooze you destroy, the more you fill up your gauge. Also, I can just ink turf. Maybe not this turf, but no, yeah, that turf. We've gathered all kinds of data, but nothing prepared us for what was down here. That sounds like the opening of like every science-based horror movie ever. Just, we went far and beyond, but nothing could prepare us for what we found beneath. What are you doing back, Balloon? I already got you, Balloon. Go away, Balloon. And there's the Moais people like putting in their lockers. And this. I can get used to this. Well, maybe don't, because I assume it's only going to be a transition between areas. Cozy and safe. Hey, speaking of cozy. Well, comfy, but, you know, close enough to synonyms. Alright. Alright, first level. Open up. Proceed with caution, Agent 3. Twirling, swirling, whirling, navigate the rotating platforms. So we should be your little bit, but found some. No, buddy, over here. Forget that stuff. All right, what are we doing with? Dealing with. Why am I saying that when it already said at the beginning, navigate rotating platforms to reach the goal? In this mission, you will navigate your way through a gauntlet of spinning objects to reach the goal. I'll go with the one that's got the burst bomb, because I've been told this is a really mobile weapon, so I should probably pick that for platforming. Heads up, Agent 3, we got a spinning Octarian. Oh no, he's spinning! Yeah, I got him. Nope, can't ink that, can't say that! My throat. This is why people warm up. And I don't do that. Probably should. Oh, that one's got a shield. Is there anybody to sneak behind it? Apparently no. I just need to just casually walk behind it, not even trying to sneak like you're supposed to. Use your ink to sneak. Oh, I should let my ink refill a little bit. And then I didn't. Oh, it's one of those guys with the Gatling goo. Not quite gun. They spit at me in a Gatling fashion. Well, guess what? I can do that too! That's special. The Trizup has some serious range. I might just save it for the right moment. You know, it just now occurs to me, maybe the reason why some levels I have a special and some levels I don't is because some levels I pick the hero shot. Oh, that whole thing is spinning. Yeah. What is it? Oh, I forgot the jump button. There. I got a sneeze stuck in my nose and it doesn't want to come out. Well, how about you just stay in there, sneeze. Stay in there and go away. Get him. Oh, that was a... Okay, I did not miss the jump button that time. That was just a bad jump. I will fully admit to that. Yeah, that guy was a Octo Sniper. It's different from the Splatling guy. A little less frightening. Not that the other guy was particularly frightening anyway. Although I hate snipers. I think most people who play shooters online would agree. Snipers suck because it's always like, oh man, they get one-hit kills, and then you try to, you decide like, oh yeah, I want to use the sniper because apparently it's so easy, and then it's not. So it just feels it feels so unfair, even though it's like the definition of fair because it's high risk, high reward. This does look really fun. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Okay, so, how many eggs? 12,000. How many do I have? An upgrade available. Oh, so just reminded me, I need more Sardinia, man. Oh, I was trying to charge my thing. That's not how this one works. But there's... Okay, let me get that 200 that's over here. Or maybe that's not a good idea. I don't know. Callie? What do you got to say? Who's got pointy ears and some extra power eggs for you? This girl! Well, thanks. Okay, let me get that out of here. Prevent me from accidentally tapping it and exploding to death. Well, exploding to fuzzness, which apparently kills me. Oops. Get that out of there. Explode a little faster, please. There's gotta be a secret sitting around here somewhere. Probably. Maybe not. Okay, I should be able to get right here. So there's a level. Yeah, you don't have to tell me to proceed with caution every time I open up a level. I'm not gonna be cautious no matter how many times you tell me to be cautious. That's just who I am. Not that I take much pride in being reckless, but it's like, that's just how my brain works. I'm like, oh yeah, I should be careful, and then I'm not. Because I forget in the heat of the moment. Because I'm bad in the heat of the moment. Ooh, Sardinium. Ah. Got it. 1 second. Heroes get up no matter the cost how many times. That's what Captain says anyway. Why did she say 1 sec? Fuzziness? Yeah. So the enemy is fuzzy this time, I guess. Well, not I guess, because it is. Get that out of the way. Yeah, so that's got it. That looks like a different kettle, I bet. So that's probably... I don't have enough. It's probably the boss. And that's probably where I jump down from to get the Sardinium. So let me pop in here. Soak it to me. Reach the goal using soaked blocks. Or soaker blocks. Is that a new obstacle? Because I feel like that might just be the sponge blocks. Must reach the goal while making skillful use of soap blocks. Yeah, I'm gonna go hero gear and see if yep, I have the splashdown. I wonder if the hero shot replica is gonna be the only weapon in the game with the splashdown, because I did look, and it doesn't look like there's any. Oh, Soga blocks, exclusive base, and watch more blocks pop up. Oh, it's this thing from Super Mario 3D Land. And possibly other Mario games, I don't know. Careful, they shrink back down after a few seconds. Yeah, I know how it works. I played Super Mario 3D Land, which is what I was just referencing. Yeah, I did look, and apparently, no, there aren't any other weapons with splashdown. At least not yet. So this could very well be the only weapon in the game with splashdown. At least for now. But I don't know if I've ever fought anyone who had it. Soka block is filled with someone else's ink through the base to do stuff and things. I'm interested in things. How do I... Nope, not quite. What? Huh? Why are there two now? Could have sworn it did the blink to be like, hey, one block is all you're getting. But it wasn't. But anyway. But yeah, speaking of online, I honestly, I think they might have made the online worse in this game. I'm definitely not someone who is like good at looking into this kind of stuff, so this is just what I'm assuming based off of my cursory knowledge of the game. The road to victory is paved in soaker blocks. I made that up myself. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Callie. Think you can get close to that Octo Sniper? Yes. Because I have to? Yes. See, I told you. Yes. So what I'm assuming here... Oh, that's not what I thought was going to happen. Okay. Well, thank you. What I think is going on with the online, I feel like the online is just not balanced anymore. I think they forgot a couple of things that they did in previous games. So I don't actually know if, you know, queuing, selecting the with friends queue actually separates people from end of the road. Not quite. Reminds me of Super Mario Sunshine. The sandcastle blocks in the sandcastle stage. Sand blocks in the castle. You know the one, if you played. It's a pretty easy one to know. Yeah, but so like queuing now, there used to be, if you don't know, there used to be 3 online queues basically. So you had your Turf War queue, which was, you know, just Turf War. Nothing really balanced about it, in all honesty. Okay, now I'm thinking this might be where I gotta... No! Oh, okay. My nose is itching. Yeah, so you had Turf War. There we go. Did I get a key? Yeah, I got a key. Yeah, Turf War, you had Ranked. The way the Soka Blasts pop up is satisfying. Yeah, almost like letting them unpop to pop them again. And then you had Ranked, and you had League. And League was basically just a second Ranked queue, but you could only enter it with 2 or 4, I want to say. I don't think you could enter with 3. If you gotta back off, don't forget about the Soka block. Or whatever she said. I didn't get to catch it. I should stop trying to read that, because it goes by too fast for me to read it out. Where's the base one? Here? Do I even need that? I think that was just there to stall my progress. And there's the goal. And I still haven't finished my train of thought. So yeah, now it's Turf War. What do they call it? Like League rank or not? No, it's not League. It's Season, and then there's Open. So Ranked Season and Ranked Open. Wait, do I have enough eggs to open this now? I mean, I should, because it was only 1,000, so even if I only got 200... Yeah, there we go. And an upgrade point. And it's gonna say and Sardinium. No, that I haven't gotten that yet. And the way you would set up to play with friends would be you just flick the stick to the side. I should have inked. Oh, new level. Yes, let's go! Get out of the way. Which way was it? There it is. It's weird having all this stuff stay on. Excuse me, between levels. Maybe I didn't need to do that. But yeah, so it's the same queues, it's just now you just queue up with your friends. And I don't know if if choosing to queue up with friends sets you up to always be with people who are also playing with friends. I think the way it's working is now it's all just one queue. So if you choose, whether you choose solo or with friends, you could still get queued up with people who are not choosing just, like, you could end up in a team of random, you know, you and 3 random people against 4 people who are all playing with people they know, you know, with communicating. Unauthorized personnel prohibited beyond this point. Well, too bad. No fee to enter, that's nice. I'm unauthorized, but at least I don't have to pay to get in. I'm getting strong reading up ahead. It might be Gramps. If I learned anything from Pikmin 3, not so fast. If I learned anything from Pikmin 3, it's that the signal is never the signal you're looking for. You're pretty tough, I can tell. How about this? You call it quits, join my crew, and we split the treasure. Why is there no yes option? That sounds pretty good to me. Bah. You want to resolve this Splatland style, huh? Fine by me. Dance battle to the death! Eels, get your wriggly butts out here. Oh, okay. It's like... That's not an eel. Yeah. It's got eels in it. Hup, hup, hup. Let's dance. That's pretty cool. It's kind of a returning boss. The Octostamp. Also, before I get back to my train of thought, I love the shade of blue. I don't know if it's the same shade of blue. I don't know. But the blue they use online when it's blue versus orange looks so good. Also, it's cool to see that, like, I remember reading on the wiki that Fry is a eel trainer and what's her face? The other one is a shark trainer. So it's cool to see where that actually comes into play. Is here in boss fights apparently. All right, not bad. You ready to feel the pain? Or she just became Chugga Conroy's favorite character. Now, watch this. Second dance. Morai Whirlpool. Oh yeah, well how about this? Maybe I should have waited until the eels were out, but I just wanted to ink some extra turf so I have some more mobility. That's the word I want. Ow. Ow. Yeah. Back to the train of thought. Gotta keep splitting up as I always do. So I don't think that playing online, like if you choose ranked, you have the chance of being with people who are just better coordinated because they're communicating, which is really lame. And I really hope they fix that soon, if that actually is the case. The other thing I noticed is that, so, as Chugga Conroy pointed out in his Let's Play of the second game, when you do, I don't know if it was for ranked in general, or specifically for, or maybe it was all modes, but the game would pair you with people based on weapon score. And it wasn't necessarily a score of how powerful the weapon is, but more like the specific traits of a weapon. Yeah, I really don't remember how it's calculated, but yeah, so it would basically make sure that your party is balanced, and it puts you against someone of similar power. Hey, you think you can treat me like my eels like shrimp? I didn't catch the rest. Oh, wait. Slow down, dialogue! Jeez, I can't read it. Final dance, Great Mori transformation. Oh, okay. Hello. It's they're making a fish. Well, at least they're not red coins. I should have figured that doesn't work. Or would not work. If this fight is too tough, upgrading hero might help a whole lot. Yeah, I figured, but I forgot to upgrade when I got the Sardinium. So yeah, I think the game also does not do that anymore either. I don't think it matches you with people based on what your weapons are. Because I had a ranked match where it was me, I was gonna say me and 3 Octobrushes. No, I was one of the Octobrushes. So my team had 3 Octobrushes, and the other team was just like, yeah, whatever, you know. I lost the boss. Would this start the fight over? I guess because apparently dying doesn't actually reset the pace of the fight. Oh, we're on second. Okay, that's fine. Second dance moray whirlpool. How about some of this? Okay, they didn't flinch. What gives? What do you mean, what gives? I barely did anything. Ow, they really hurt. Yeah, it doesn't rank you based or match you based on weapons. So I had a match, or what makes me think that was I had a match where my team had 3 Octobrushes and the other team was just a regular team. And, you know, like in Turf War, you know, in a more casual setting, that's perfectly fine. Having a match where it's like, you know, maybe not necessarily a fair pairing, but this was ranked. I mean, granted, it was, I think it was ranked open, so I guess open is just a less serious mode. I still think, if anything, you know, if it's called ranked, I'm pretty sure it has an obligation to be, you know, balanced and fair, as opposed to Turf Wars, which kind of is, Turf Wars is kind of more your more casual, you know, let's get in and just have some fun kind of mode, because there's nothing on the line. I can't really move without clothes. Alright, now they're doing the missiles. So yeah, if both of those are actually true, they really need to patch that soon. Because that is just, it's unbalanced and lame. Maybe open is supposed to be, I guess it's not officially called ranked, it's called Anarchy Battle. And it's just Anarchy Battle open, and that's supposed to be your more casual mode where it's not very balanced. Whereas Session is supposed to be the balanced one, just like League. But although I keep thinking that as if League was specifically, you know, official competitive, where ranked was just ranked. You know, ranked to practice. You know, rank being your practice for League. But it's basically, League was just ranked, but you play with other players. Or you play in teams. Now they're deforming. Scratch my head. So yeah, I'm really hoping that they do something about that, because it definitely feels like there's an imbalance going on, even more than before. Because like it's I know it's always hard for online games to match people based on skill, so they have to approximate it the best they can. But I don't think they've succeeded in approximating it, especially when you go and pair people who are clearly playing together and very well coordinated against people who were not coordinated. And was I supposed to be shooting her when the eels went away? I think I was supposed to. Get back here. Yeah, it definitely feels like there's an imbalance in online right now. And it does feel very easy to just get pitted against people who are an extremely well-oiled machine when you're just playing for some casual fun. You know, I know it's like, well, again, it's not called ranked anymore. It's Anarchy Battles. But it's like the only way to play like Tower Control and Brainmaker. So I would imagine, like, you know, there should be a just for fun version of that, where you're not playing against people who are on a team and extremely well coordinated. Don't hit you. We still got an ink tornado. Is it gonna go away now that the eels are gone? No? What am I missing here? Am I not doing enough to defeat the eels? Oh, I'm sending the eels back at her. That's what's going on. It's like Octavio's... Oh, that's why she's saying don't hit her. Because the eels are hitting her. Is she doing a Cossack dance up there? Second dance. More whoa. Excuse me. Yeah, I've been trying my best to try to get, you know, do well in Anarchy battles. Let's try to stop calling it ranked. And I just have not really been having the best time. So maybe it's just me, just like, oh, it's clearly unbalanced, they need to patch it. But, you know, like I said, that match I had where it was me on a team of 3 Octobrushes when, you know, those are melee weapons, and you really do need range in this game. I mean, not like the melee weapons are imbalanced, you know, out of favor of the user. Like, they're good weapons, but it's like, you know, you need your team to be balanced. They can't all be Octobrushes. They're not that good. Or maybe they think they are, because it does have that ultimate where you can zip around and get to wherever you need to, so maybe they think that's a good substitution for range, which I don't think so. Oh, wait a minute. I think the eels have different faces. So I'm supposed to be attacking the ones that have the masks like she has, you know, the little inkling masks. I'm gonna come over here. So you can see some of them are disappearing right away. Is that enough? Come on. What are you doing over there, little buddy? There is no secret there. Stop prancing around like there is. What do you do? Why is there a blue X? You know, I would imagine this would be where they would give hints. If they had hints. I mean, like, you know, I died and it's like, oh, I'll try upgrading your gear. No, give me a different tip, Marie. That's not the tip I need. Like, what am I supposed to be doing in this phase? Besides shooting the eels, because that's not exactly working out. There we go again, getting hit. Like, would you just fall over already? I'm hitting your eels. Apparently not enough eels. Fair dance, 100 eel vision. Yes, so I'm supposed to be hitting the ones with low masks. But she's not falling over. Like, do I have to hit all of them? Get some ink going here. I wonder if that reloads me like it does in Online. You know, refills my ink. There, that was all of them. There, finally. And gotcha. Now's your chance, you sing, as I already beat her. Well, good that she's respawning. You're way stronger than you look. We haven't heard the last of Deep Cut. I bet you'll miss me. Did her thing just blow up and she fall over? And then I get the thing that was putting out a signal. Oh no, that doesn't look like Gramps to me. It looks like a helicopter body. Oh, the rain was coming from this thing. Oh, go ahead. We came for it, so nab it. Yeah, it's just like collecting the things. The future stares back. I was like, oh, it has my hair on it now, but upside down. No, that's me. I was the one upside down. Man, how long did that take me? It's like 20 minutes. Ooh, that was some great work, Agent 3. And you got this thing. But it's not Gramps. It's treasure. Or at least, I think that's what it is. We can keep it here for now. Copy. Do you copy? Over. Anyone listening? You read me? Over. It's Gramps. Gramps, where are you right now? Callie, Marie, my darlings. You okay? Yep, we're A-okay. Wait, we should be asking if you're okay. Are you okay, Gramps? Oh, sure. I mean, I'm locked in some kind of dark room, which I guess ain't exactly ideal. Let's see if I can break out. Over. Don't do anything too rash. We're tracking your signal right now and on our way. Call us if anything happens. I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad he's okay. Come on, let's take a look at the new readings from his signal. Agent 3, if you want to go back to a previous kettle, just open the menu. It might be useful at some point. That point being now, but also I gotta remember to upgrade my gear. Where did I have 3 extra sardinium? What? All right, well let me get the unlock area. Excuse me. Let me get this. Gimme. And then this. Do I have enough to unlock an extra path? No, they're all 3. Except this one, which is 1. But I can't get that yet. And this is 4. I would like burst bombs, though. I'll go for this next, because then I could get Ninja Squid. Whoops, I hit the shoulder button, tilting my controller over to move the cursor. Whatever. Archive, alternate logs. Log 2. Good, more reading. The surviving humans appointed scientists to lead their new society, believing that science would prove a wiser path forward. Fully empowered, these scientists took on the monumental task of establishing a sustained ecosystem within the cavern. Oh, I didn't click into it so I couldn't scroll. Riveting. Oh yeah, the map. Oh, there. Site, that's what they called the areas. I couldn't remember that. Okay, so I completed that one, and that one, but not these, okay. Let's just do them more or less in order. Jump to this, entrance fee 20, that's fine. Splitting crosshairs. In this mission, you destroy targets as you progress towards the goal. Well, I got the burst bomb. That's pretty cool. How about... Oh, well, that has a less reward. I don't want to do the Slosher. I want to do the Nodulus. It's the second Splatling in this session. This play session. I don't know if it'll be the same episode, but, you know. Well, probably not. It's just past half an hour. Oh, that unlocked the rail. Okay, maybe the Nodulus was a mistake. Because I didn't realize it was literally going to be on rails. Oh, maybe not, because the Nodulus is the one that... Yeah, you can start charging it again after you... You know, once it's already charged. Oh, I think I get it. They're gonna, quote-unquote, run away from me. Okay, there's a checkpoint. That's good. Final checkpoint. That's also good. Means the level's not super long. And I just remembered that the Nodulus gets longer range the longer it goes for, so stopping to charge it all the time isn't necessarily the best idea. Just because I can interrupt firing to charge it doesn't mean I should. It's at the end. I thought it was going to fall because I had to scratch my nose with my other hand. My nose is never this itchy when I'm doing anything else. It's only ever when I'm trying to do, trying to stream or record. Break the targets to reach a goal. Done. And I got the bigger bonus. Should pay more attention to that. Get the biggest bonus I can. I mean, it was only 100 eggs, but, you know, it adds up, I'm sure. Menu, what are you telling me? Menu, archive, alternate logs, log 2. I already read this one. It's corrupted. Oh, it's getting less corrupted. Oh, okay. So then I should wait till I'm at the end to read it all. They dubbed this new society Alterna and began the process of recreating the Earth they had once known. Wasn't Alterna a name we got here? It's like, this place looks like it's called Alterna. Well, I guess if that was the exact phrasing, then it's like, you know, that's just what they're inferring. That's not what they're deciding to call it. What do you want, little buddy? Oh, not that. So I guess they're not gonna have these secrets have lights anymore. Oh, there's one up there I missed. Come on. There. Eggs. Let me get this. Eggs. More eggs. Oh, sure, I'll do this one. Switching things up. Hit the splash switches to reach the goal. Oh, well, I only get one choice of weapon, so, alright. Hit splashes reach the goal. They come back, Power Egg Pack. Well, they wouldn't put it there just for it to go away, so I'm sure I'll get it eventually. And that block just took off, huh? Yeah, it's weird for the block to just run away. And that one too, I bet. I bet they're all gonna make a bridge. Inking those flash switches will send a block off to join his friends. Yeah, exactly. Are they also blue? Looks like the enemy's ink is also blue. Oh, it's just a darker blue. Rarely do you ever see that. I thought they always went with high contrast inks. But okay. Shaking it up a little bit, I guess. Isn't that what this mission was called? Shaking it up or moving. I pressed X to try to open the thing. It's yeah, switching things up. Nice under spot here. Reminds me of this, they got a couple of stages, I think, that are set underneath, like, really large bridges. I like those stages. Like, their layouts are acceptable. You know, not particularly good, not particularly bad. Just like, yeah, I like this layout, it's fine. But I also like the scenery of it. Oh, it's purple. It's dark. So it looks blue. Yeah, it's just weirdly, maybe not quite cozy, but, you know, it's a weird... It's a nice feeling that's not quite like cozy or happy. You know, it's got like its own word for it or something. I'm gonna sneak up on him. I forgot they don't like letting your ink sit around, which I guess, you know, makes sense because turf wars are a thing. All right, let me get up and over this. Oh, that's not a block. Oh, of course. Excuse me. Not really sure why they have it where you have to ink all the blocks. Because it does seem like they've set up the level... Wait, did I just... Oh, I lose. Never mind. I was going to say, it seems like they have this level set up where you always have to ink the blocks to move on. So why is it set up where you need them all to progress? Oh, nice hiding spot. Tricky switches. We're not done? Who's the last one hiding? Yeah, there we go. There, that's all of them, right? I don't know. Okay, I gotta go over there, so I guess that's why it loops. You know, the whole under a bridge thing reminds me of an episode of Apple and Onion that I saw, but I only ever saw it on TV. I could not find it online. That delay was like, should I say that? Because it's like, I haven't been watching it on whatever streaming service owns Cartoon Network. I don't know anymore at this point. I thought it was Hulu, but then it's like I don't think they have Apple and Onion anymore. So yeah, cause it's just easier. I just go to pirate sites, you know, re-upload sites. I mean, it's not like it nullifies the fact that I have the streaming services anyway. You know, I just don't have the logins, so it's like I have the login for Hulu and Disney Plus, and it's like I just keep forgetting to get around to getting the ones for, like, what is it, HBO Max? And I think we have some other ones, I don't know. Discovery Plus, whatever. Discovery Plus would be great to get, because they would probably have all the episodes of Mythbusters that Hulu didn't have when I wanted to watch Mythbusters. Back when they had Mythbusters. They started at, like, season 16. It's like, okay, that's cool, but I want to see the classic moments, too. But I got to see a lot of Mythbusters episodes I never saw. So that was cool. But yeah, the Under the Bridges thing, I got completely sidetracked from that point. That reminds me of an episode of Apple and Onion that I've only ever seen on TV, and I unfortunately cannot find it on, you know, re-upload sites. And the one I've been using to watch Apple and Onion. Wow, I just realized I have like almost 5,000 eggs. Wow. And I got an upgrade point for that. What are these? Yeah, it doesn't have all the episodes, because there's one that it's like, it has some other episode's title, but the upload is actually just a second upload of a different episode, so it's not actually the episode it says it is. It's like, come on, when are you gonna get this sorted out? I say as if there are people who get paid for managing that site. Oh, so that's how you're supposed to get the Sardinium. Too bad. There's a level over there. Hey, Callie, what are you doing? I bet this factory could have made anything. It's so huge. Oh, well, here's one. Go get it. And I will refill my ink. So wait, how do I use the sensor again? Automatically marks nearby items and enemies while you're submerged in ink. I haven't been noticing that effect. I think Small Fry's trying to sell you something. Yeah, I know. I've got a gold record. Since I have so many eggs, I might as well just keep opening up things. Oh, Sardinium! How many do I have now? Might as well just keep opening things up until I get a... You know, until I run out of eggs. I'll get this. And... I'll get this. And now's the point where I'm running out of whatever these are called. So now I have to worry about my Sardinium and the other points. I have to think a little bit more about what I want to get. Oh, that costs 2,000. Okay, well, maybe I won't run around until I run out of eggs. Because I'm almost already running out of eggs. Except I can move on to the next map if I want to. That's pretty cool. I guess that's kind of the appeal of this new style of how they're handling hero mode. Because you don't have to beat the boss to move on to the next area. Because beating the boss didn't open up the next area. It just gave me a lot of eggs. Oh, wait. Oh, that's what that was. Like, however long ago, where I was like, what is it targeting things through walls for me? Yeah, that was my sensor. Again, I think it was a little weird. Well, I say again, like I was ever talking about this, but I think it was a little weird for them to start you off with all your powers just to make you lose them. You know, it's not weird for a game to do that, but I think it was weird for this game to do that because, like, you know, Metroid does that. As I'm sure a lot of people know. Or at least Metroid Prime did that. And Other M, kind of. But it's like the powers they gave you weren't particularly weird. So it wasn't weird to, like... And they still kind of tutorialized you on the powers themselves, on every power you got at the start. And they didn't really tutorialize me on the sensor. So now it's like, I had that stuff and I didn't know what it was. And now that I have it, I'm kind of, you know, a little bit more confused than I might have been otherwise about what things are. But I don't know. That's probably just me. Another decoration. Another box! Stop giving me boxes! Another upgrade point. Well, it says I have 31, but I guess that doesn't count the ones I've spent. Yeah, you get out of here. So now I am out of eggs. Oh, it gave me this box. Or no, that box. I think, I don't know. I don't think it had anything in it, the one I got. Let me reach the ink wheel. Well, I guess I should just jump to a level now. Let me go with this one. Jump. Absorbency and you. Wow, the introductory class to brawny paper towels. I just noticed on the map there's 2 signals going out. Why does the bamboozler gotta be the one with the higher points? Or reward? I'm more comfortable with the splat dualies. Or the dualie squelchers even. Alright, bamboozler. I said I was gonna go for high score. Or high reward. I just realized I'm so out of eggs that if a level requires an entrance fee, I might not be able to pay it. Okay, you can work with the sponges. Fill them up with ink and use them to your advantage. He came around the corner and was like, huh? Who's here? Before he even, like, saw me anywhere. Okay, I guess the bamboozler won't be too bad. It's got a little bit more range than I expected. Because I know it's the one that's, like, its thing is that it charges quickly. So it can get one-hit kills faster. Oh, I thought these badges were little Animal Crossing leaves. Yeah, I know people like to do this with the bamboozler, because I think that's how you go around inking turf, because it doesn't actually lose range based on charge. So you can effectively do that. Or do that effectively, not effectively do that. Because you can do that. There's nothing effectively about it. You know, when people say you could effectively, you know, it's effectively a jar of pickles. But it's not actually a jar of pickles, it's just effectively a jar of pickles. Well, in this case, it actually is the thing I was saying it is. So I just phrased it weird. Guess I'll use this. Try to get as many people as I can. Great missiles that didn't even splat everyone. It's like an online that would normally be okay because it would also kind of, you know, it would distract your opponent from whatever task they're on, but in this case, now we want to jar pickles. Sorry. But yeah, it would normally distract your opponent from the task they're on. Try to get them, you know, pressured so they're not in your face. Or at least give them some chip damage. But in this case, it's like, no, that doesn't really help me because there is no objective that they're trying to achieve that I don't want them to achieve, other than splatting me. But that's not the missiles are not gonna distract them from that. So they were ineffective missiles. Oh, I couldn't reach that. I kind of want some pickles now too. Dang. Give myself a shield. Should make a sponge into a wall. It's worth a try. Well, already done. You're a little slow, Marie. Oop. Yeah, I'm definitely not regretting the bamboozler. This is a pretty decent pick for this level. Get that guy? No. Can I get that box? Yes. Eggs. Got another sponge. Now I can get him. Notice 2 seconds before I killed him. Actually, not even 2 seconds, like half a second. What's in these boxes? Nothing, because they're the boxes that don't have a little icon on them that tell you that there's stuff in them. Does my armor regenerate? No, I guess I just picked up a thing and I forgot. I could have sworn I took, you know, I lost my armor and then it came back, but I guess it was my clothes. You know, the base layer of armor, which isn't really armor at all. Oh, and they don't do the thing in this game. Because I noticed, I think it was in Splatoon 2, dude, that when you take the maximum amount of damage you can before dying, you end up actually losing all your clothes. I think you end up like barefoot and in your underwear. There we go, there's some armor. But I guess they decided not to do that in this game, which is weird, because this is the one where the Inklings look older. But, oh well, I'm not going to judge them on that. Alright, there's a lot of Octarians in the way, but it's basically a straight shot to the goal from here. Straight shot, you say? Just like my Bamboozler, which is very long and straight and powerfully... I don't know what point I'm getting at here. Ooh, a Trizuka. That should help with some of the enemies that are who are annoyingly far away. Maybe. But there's no one left now. Why did they put that there? There's no Octarians left. That didn't help. And I feel the need to look around the levels, but again, they're designed where they don't have they don't have collectibles inside the levels anymore. Clothes are armor that protect you from eyes. Very philosophical. I hope I remember that when I'm editing this that I put in quotes that I was reading chat, because I don't want to take credit for saying that. You know, accidentally. I don't know if I'm going to remember that that was not me saying something. Which is the problem with, you know, not having good memory and then planning to edit these onto YouTube in the future. You know, remembering to put in parentheses when I'm reading the chat. Hopefully I will actually remember when I watch these back. Mission will test you on resourcefulness. You must use a limited amount of ink to reach the goal. Oh no, I hate these. And they're giving me a blaster. Reach the goal without running out of ink. I guess you can't refill your ink here. I gave that away. Why does this ink look like mayonnaise? Actually, it kind of makes me think of like a mint smoothie. There we go. You can have it, I don't mind. Well, thanks. Good to know you won't get mad at me if I forget to credit you. But also, I just, you know, I was saying that whole thing about, like, man, I hope I remember. So, yeah, that's sort of, especially going to be tough to ink them all. Well, maybe I could just hit the things. But yeah, because I was going on that whole thing about, man, I hope I remember to make sure I note that that was me reading chat. Like, I don't think I'll forget to note. Oh, I just noticed their little... I think that's like the roll-linoleum, whatever they call them. It looks like little chunks of roll-linoleum on wheels. There. Woo, switches. Oh, it's not all completely inked. Well, this is gonna have a more obvious solution. Except I didn't quite get the timing down. Okay, almost. Ready? Wait for it. And then, in the middle. Got them all. Lost my armor, but that's okay. They never stood a chance. Especially when they just stand around that, whatever this guy's called, I forgot already. You know, it's like when enemies in first-person shooters just stand around those red barrels. It's like, well, you know, if you get blown up when you're standing next to a red barrel, like, whose fault is that? You know, do you really expect to stand a chance when you're literally just standing next to something explosive? And then your enemy shoots it and it explodes? Like, of course. Like, that's not how you prepare to ambush someone. You don't set up traps on yourself. Mission failed, you ran out of ink! Dude! Whatever. So it really is, just don't waste any ink. All the shots you take have to matter. So maybe I could have done this more efficiently. Do they stop when they hit one of the roll-linoleums? Because it looked like it's a chain. Oh yeah, they do. But I think I can get this in 2 shots now, as opposed to however many I got before. It's basically just spirals outside and then spirals inside. Or inside and then outside. Oh, wait, no, I'm not ready. Ah! It's okay, I can just do the dodge dance. And then, get him. And I didn't lose my clothes this time. Whoa, but I almost fell off the side again. I did that before, too. And then one-shot the roll linoleum. And then boom. Yeah. Oh, I see. It. You gotta get there quick because it sets off the other... because it set off another one of the... It was a delayed explosion with the pufferfish ink sac thing that blew up the goal, and I just didn't make it fast enough. Man, Discord would not shut up. And it's distracting. Let me mute this for like an hour. Or no, do 3. Hang on. Because I don't know how long I'm gonna play for, so I'm just gonna assume I'm gonna play for as long as my voice will hold out for. Which we're almost done this world, it feels like. So, you know, maybe we'll make decent progress tonight. What are you doing over there, Callie? So that, yeah, okay. Ha, you think you're in the way down there? But I can jump! Effectively! Oh, there's an island under there. Which I can see because I can do this. I also have stealth squid, so I can move around as fast as I want in the ink. Which is another thing I've forgotten to take advantage of. Uh-oh. Okay. Get it? Oh, that's a visual pop-up thing. Nope, still going. Come on. Nope, still going. Ah, no, you are in the way. Ah, curses. Get out of the way. No, okay. Basically back at start anyway, aren't we? Oh yeah, there was this that I forgot to get. Beat up nothing faster, dude. Eggs. There really is no reason why that takes so long. Eggs. Gold record. Man, when am I gonna get a platinum record? When am I gonna perform well and get a platinum record? Alright. Oh, I see another balloon over there. Which I'm sure is just eggs, but I'll pop it eventually. Ah, curse this uninkable terrain! Do you think this stuff was specifically designed to be uninkable? Considering what was going on here? Or maybe they hadn't quite gotten that far. You back up here? Return to start? Stupid balloon. Ghost Cove Industries occupational safety guidelines. 1. Keep your eggs in the game. 2. I'll try to grab one more. Could end with one less of you. 3. Sea goes dark, tide goes up. 4. ABC. Always check the basket. Wait, ACB. 5. Throw eggs. Don't yoke around. Okay. So yeah, see that level over there. I thought that was a level over there, but there was a view platform. I think I already said that. How do I get up there? Oh yeah, I need grill. Of course. Wait, did I already do that level? I think unequal surfaces are just stainless steel for the joke. Getting lost in 3 easy steps. Glad they're making it easy to get lost. Offers high attack power with long range. Maybe I should go back to using... Like, I used to use one of the... I forget which gal. 96 gal or 52 gal, whatever they were. Man, this is definitely that blue I was talking about. That's really nice. Haha, I'm cheating your maze. Yeah, I used to use these at one point, and then I stopped because I don't even know. I think it might have been a weapon I used in Splatoon 1, and I just never picked it back up in Splatoon 2. But I feel like I'm definitely having a range problem in Splatoon 3, so maybe I should go back to the gal. How do I get that? Wait, can Buddy get that? Oh, I don't have Buddy. Excuse me. Oh, charge the... There. Would have been faster to just get off the wall and ink it, but okay. Wait, did I hear an extra splat? Hello? Whoa, that looks cool. Whatever that is. Oh, there's more! Neat. And I'm getting flashbacks to, like, the Void, and... I think I might have already said this. The Void in Dishonored. The place where the Outsider lives. Hello? Hello? Oh, there's a guy. I saw the guy with the shield. I forget if I've talked about the stringer, but yeah, I've still been trying to use the stringer. Yeah, an upgrade point. But just have not been having any much success with it. How do I get these? There must be a switch somewhere. I don't see one. Yeah, I definitely think the stringer's biggest weakness is it doesn't have a whole lot it can do if it gets rushed. You know, if someone comes directly at it. It's very easy for enemies or for opponents to just take it down once they get in range. Because like it has to charge. So it's basically like a charger. So if someone comes right up in front of it, it's pretty doomed because it needs to charge to get in good damage. Otherwise, it's hitting for 30, which is 4 hits to kill, and that's bad. And I tried looking up some guides for it, but you know it's so early in the game's life that all the guides are basically just talking about what you could learn from the demo, which really just amounted to, oh, that's how. Okay, the whole maze is going vertical. That's a fun twist on mazes. So you have to climb back up by swimming. You have to swim all the way back up. That was not a good pun, Marie. I'm sure you know that. Like that joke only works in writing. You can't just say something like that. Probably, I don't know. I guess I didn't have anyone say it at me. I read it, so maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I tried to look for some guides, and the guides are kind of just telling you what you can learn from just picking up the weapon, because I think they're just going off of what you could learn in the Splatfest, which is, you know, hold down the button to charge your blast. If you charge it enough, you get to do a suction blast. Like, yeah, I already know. I already figured that out. So they're basically just control guides, which is not very helpful. I was looking for at least some gear suggestions, which I only found one guide that recommended gear, and it said, like, swim speed up, I think. And it had two. I don't remember what the second suggestion was. But swim speed up definitely seems to help because it helps you retreat better. And I feel, you know, my personal opinion, my observation is that it also wants some ink resistance up because it doesn't ink the turf like right in front of it very well. It is a little splotchy with its inking. So I feel like it's a weapon that's not very good at getting away in terms of its own, you know, like swim speed up helps when your ink when the turf behind you has already been inked. But otherwise, it's no, don't fall all the way back down. Come on, there. Yeah, but otherwise it's pretty splotchy. So I think ink recovery up is probably a good, or not recovery up, ink resist up is probably a pretty good option. But I'm probably also just saying that because my favorite hat has that on it. You're great, swim, climb, whatever she said. That was only 2 steps. They only did 2 steps. Alright, what else is left? Well, I've done all the levels I've found. Time to go find more, I guess. It's not even break time. Whoa, don't go up there. See, I'm feeling good about being able to possibly do 2 this time. You look like I found something. Excuse me. And another gear I think possibly works well for the Stringer is run speed up, but again, that's kind of just based on the idea of it not necessarily being good at using its own ink to get away. Oh, I got a speaker. A stage speaker. I think. But also that, you know, it's... You're running around and charging. Oh, little buddy just walked off into the water. Yeah, it's walking around and charging. So I imagine that it's probably pretty helpful to have some extra strafe speed. If there's a thing. I'm still definitely looking forward to more Stringer kits, though. I'm not really feeling the one we have right now, with the Disruptor and the Killer Whale 5.2, whatever it was. Because it just doesn't... I mean, I don't think it's a bad kit, but at least for me, it's not really landing. Like, I get what they're going for. Like, the Disruptor is supposed to be able to... You know, it has some, like, crowd control, or area control, I guess. Because it's already dealing in, like, explosive blasts. So, it's already got a pretty good area of effect on its attacks. And then also the fact that you can charge it up to have them all hit in one concentrated blast. What the heck is that? So I think the Disruptor makes sense. You know, you can pretty much have domain on over any choke point that the game has. You know, as long as you can fit your Disruptor. Like, if it's a hallway, you can very easily defend it with a Stringer. You know, on top of its ability to charge up a one-shot. And hallways making it easier to land that. Because, you know, because it makes them more predictable. Destroy all the targets. Alright, it's the crab tank level. Been looking forward to this one. What's your goal using the crab tank? Hold the crabby ball. And I have noticed that the crab tank moves better left and right than forward and backwards. So definitely don't try to run forwards with it. I mean, I guess you could strafe back. Oh yeah, oh. It felt like it was going faster backwards than forwards. No, I guess it was just going at an angle. But you know, there you go. There's another strategy for the tank. If you haven't figured it out yourself or read someone else's guide. Oh no, it's a giant person! It's Grab Tank versus Mecha Boxman. Yeah, it feels like diagonal. Well, okay, maybe it's a little slower, but yeah, don't go straight forward or straight backwards. Well, watch your step, pal. We're grab walking here. Gotta break more targets. How about some missiles? You like missiles? Oh, they're lobs. They're not missiles. I'll still beat you. This thing's got range. Oh, I fell off. Oh, okay, I'm safe. Whoops, roll back up and try again. I like how she's also like, whoops. Okay, so I see that. They want me to ink it. No? Oh, probably this way. This thing is amazing, I want one. Yeah, the crab ball is pretty cool. I like that it can roll. That's my favorite kind of mech. Roll into the ball, press B to do a short crab hop. Crab hop, yeah. Like it reminds me of Wrecking Ball from Overwatch, except I stopped playing Overwatch by the time that character came out, so I don't really know what he's like. But I do know he's a hamster in a ball, and I assume it probably has like a walk mode. Pretty sure I saw that before. Oh, you're not getting me again. I'm gonna wait patiently. I can wait. There. Now I will gain some height. Woo! This really is just the superior version of the baller. The version of the baller that it is actually, as one might say, baller. Right? Okay, those are protected. I guess those will open up when I... Wait, is there a key, maybe? There might be a key. This reminds me of the giant snowman in Super Mario 64. Okay, go pick down here. Alright. Oh, they were only protected on that side. I can get it now. Good. Whoa, bullet bills! Speaking of Super Mario 64. Well, sort of, you know. As I'm sure a lot of people know that there's... Oh, wait. Is that supposed to be his face? Weird. That the bullet bill only shows up in, like, one instance in Super Mario 64. Which is weird. You would think Nintendo would be better about using that asset. Had to be the last of the targets, right? Well, it opened up, so I assume. Like the giant fears the mighty crab. Way to go, CT. Now onward and upward. CT? What? Oh, crab tank. It's like, what is CT? Like, that's not short for, wait for it, then hop like you've never hopped before. Ah, okay. It's not short for Agent 3. Because that'd be AT. There we go. Tread heavily. Oh, notice that title. That's pretty funny. Getting flashbacks to the toy Mecha Bowser from Super Mario Galaxy. Oh yeah, that too. And a little bit of Mecha leg. Oh look, there's a boom. 100 eggs. Had to recenter my camera. Alright, what else is there? Well, there's a lot of green, but I don't know about levels. No, that's a view platform. I guess I better... Well, let me get into some ink so I can try to get items going. Or showing. I don't know if the range is just really short or if I just don't have... Or if I just don't have anything in view. Excuse me. Well, never mind. It apparently was not showing whatever this is. Excuse me, kid. Stop. Eggs. This was 100 eggs and not 25. 25 feels like barely anything. That's like one try at a mission that costs... Or that has any kind of entrance fee at all. You're supposed to sneak behind the shielded Octarians, but I like to just blast them. Yeah, it worked out for me back in that maze level. Okay. Can you see anything around here? Hello? Maybe if I walk around here? Hello? Oh, sure, you don't... You only tell me about it when I'm walking away. Thanks, little buddy. Thanks. Alright. Then I gotta go back over here. Bloop. Well, I don't see anything through the walls with my sensor. Map says more this way. Still not seeing anything. Hello? Anything over here? Hello? What about over here? Nope, I'm out of range now. Okay, let's try more up. Like up here. Maybe around here. No, get off the rail. Maybe this corner. Little buddy doesn't seem to have anything. Or see anything. No, I'm not in the range anymore. Oh. Maybe that's why I'm not seeing anything. Okay, well let me get up here. Jump off. I don't think I can make that. No. Okay, so it's here. It's like around here. Oh, there we go. Good thing it was one of the ones with the light. Another ticket. I'll use those eventually, probably. Oh. There's a light. Eggs. It's always eggs. Nothing in this little corner? Well, how about up here? Oh yeah, right there. Oh, good thing I didn't get to... Good thing I didn't have Buddy then, because... would have missed the first throw. Eggs. 400. Well, that'll cost all the eggs that I've been picking up off the ground in hidden spots. That gets me another item. And that item is... Sucker Scroll! Look at that guy. Crabman. The lobby I've built doesn't have a single standout feature, because everything in there is feature worthy. If you don't have the greatest turf war experience ever, I'll eat the smaller of my two claws. Glenn Fiddler, president and CEO. He apparently made the lobby tube. Good thing you can never have too many eggs. Exactly. Look at these sad crash dummy faces. Because it's like... Well, I'm not sure what it's supposed to be like, but I see this is like... This is one eye, and then this is like a sweat drop, and then the mouth, and like the back of the head. Then the nose, of course. It's like a sad crash dummy. Oh wait, maybe we'll this way. I gotta get out of the rail to open the menu. Yep, still some secrets. They're still not showing up with my radar. Probably onto that. Wait, like right here? No. Probably on top of the thing. Gotta get back up there. Oh, this doesn't lead there. Okay, well, what about over here? I gotta go back around this way. It's not really that far. I don't know why I'm exhausted trying to do it. Wait, how do I get up there? Oh, probably jump across this way. Oh, whoop. Yeah, there we go. Is this gonna... No. Oh, well, there's a box. Yep, that's definitely the radar. The little green box that it puts around objects. Another sunken scroll. Oh, good, 3. I was a little scared of missing that. It's Squid. It's Octopus Jojo. For the Inklings and Octolings of the Splatlands, aggressive action is the best way to make a splat in a local scene. Youths will often dream themselves in the style of a delinquent or hooligan to intimidate peers during competitive courtship rivals known as rumbles. I can't tell if he's supposed to have a stand or not. Like in that top left panel. I feel like that's supposed to be him using a stand, but I don't know. It actually, I think this might be a remake of the like the introductory scene of Josuke in part 4. Like there's, I think it was a couple of delinquents beating up a turtle or something, and he steps in and like he beats up the delinquents and then he heals the turtle. You'd watch that. I mean, if it's just JoJo but they're octopi, like I already have watched that because I do watch JoJo. Man, I know the recent part of JoJo just got more episodes. I just haven't gotten around to watching them because I want to watch it when it's like it's not too late at night where I can only watch like 3 of the however many are up right now. But I keep forgetting to watch them in the day. Oh, he's saying there's stuff up there, so I gotta get back up on the thing. Wait, was he saying there's stuff up there? Because I've already been up there. So if there is more stuff up there, then I missed it. Nothing? Okay, well what about here? There we go. That's a long... There's a lot of stuff, and I don't know where it all is. I mean, that's good. It's keep me looking for secrets, I guess. You know, extend the gameplay. Although, my friend Kreffy has already beaten the game. Presumably 100%, because I think she said she was getting all the stuff. So I assume she got 100% before beating the game. So, I'm definitely behind. But, you know, I've made my bed and I'm gonna lie in it. I'm not gonna play story mode offline. Because I've already made the decision that I'm gonna stream it. And then edit it, put it on YouTube. But I wish it was just a little bit easier to find the secrets. Ow, get up there. Okay, let me go to the top of the tower again, back up to where the boss is. I think there's more fuzz. My microphone cable was on. Ah, oh, come on. Yeah, my microphone cable got a little snag there when I was trying to set up a little more straight. And now I'm getting water, but cool, I can get up here without using the camera. been there. But not here. Pack of cards. Not even gonna open it now. Ah. Sardinium. Could. Okay, so now it's just whatever's over here. Excuse me. Well, I could get better splat bombs if I want it. I don't particularly care for splat bombs, so I don't care to get it. It's gotta be something like right there. No? But that's like the hardest place to reach. You would think that there would be stuff there. Ah! Come on, little buddy, detect more secrets for me. Like if it's something oh, funky shadows going on here. If it's something I need the buddy to detect, then I dang well hope he detects it for me. Oh. Well, there we go. Up there somewhere. I gotta go this way. It's like around here? See, why does it not sense right now? Why do I have to be in the viewer? Gold record. And an upgrade point, that's cool. Can't do much with that yet, but they'll add up eventually. Because it did say it was running out already. Okay, let me go back to the view thing. So it's like there. I can't tell if that's in front of the orange box. Or like on that, in that little... I don't know what oh, I missed. I don't know what word to use. Like, I was gonna say crevice, but that feels like a smaller thing than what I mean. Like right around here. Did I seriously just nail it? Better be it. Yeah, I don't like these ones that don't have their lights visible. Because you would think while walking around that your little buddy would swim up to them, but I've been here like at least three different times, and he didn't light it up. You know, he didn't say like, hey, there's a secret here. So that's kind of annoying. Alright. I think we're gonna go on break, and then when I come back, we'll go on to World 3 and see what that's like. Or Site 3. I remembered the word this time without having it on screen. Just gonna put myself so I can get into it right away. Okay. See you in a few minutes. That was the wrong button. Okay, we're back. And there's, I don't know if I noticed this before, but they got the little check marks here saying I got everything. Which makes me realize I missed something over here, so let me quickly hop over to this kettle. Maybe I can see it with my sensor. No. Way to make this upgrade feel worthwhile. So somewhere around here, maybe like here? Find it, buddy. Is it there? Come on. Well, I am in the center. Oh, I see. It's yeah, there's that. Oh, and it's right up there. It's not even hidden. I can get it. I just can't grab it. I think Small Fry's trying to tell you something. He's trying to tell me to get up here. Oh, I can't ink it. I thought I could not. Forget it. Missing the ink that's right under my feet right now. Okay, there we go. 43 points. Now we're gonna walk back over to the tube. Welcome back. Thank you. No, not in the tube. Or kettle, whatever. There. Alright, let's see what we can find out at the next site. We're so Gramps to save wherever he is. Watch out, it's all slippery over there. Oh no, ice. Oh, they're waiting on me. Oops. Between the fake snow and lack of Gramps' signal, it seems like nothing is chilling here. Well, you should keep investigating just in case. We'll follow your lead, Agent 3. Watch your step. Yeah, I guess on the... Can I guess I can't show the overall map. So let me go back. Yeah, okay, got the record now. Yeah, I think... Yeah, so there's the signal for over here, and then there was also signal over here. How much do you want to bet if I just rush to Area 6 that this is going to be the actual signal I need? Whereas, you know, basically whatever one you get second will be the actual one you're looking for. It will actually be Gramps. Or Captain Cuttlefish, I guess I should be calling him, because he's not my Gramps. Right, there's gotta be a secret under there. What was the point then? Nothing chilling. Nothing is chilling except that joke. Ah, there are 2 more pipes way back there. Oh yeah, the branches. I forgot about that. So I think there's a signal coming from that one. And then... Where are you, little buddy? What are you doing? It's like, I can't reach that yet. Stop. And then going this way is just like the faster way to the final area, basically. Here he's... Oh, he's over there. Okay. I can get that. Oh. I didn't need him to hit it. Whoa, I'm slipping. Yeah, it's basic ice physics. And thankfully not Spyro ice physics, where you can't jump. Oh, man. Oh, that feels so good, being able to jump to correct my momentum. The past 2 games I've played that have had ice physics were Spyro and Crash. And Crash does not let you correct your momentum with a jump. It is very bad about getting rid of your momentum when you're on ice. Actually, wasn't I ranting about that last time? Like last stream? Yeah, Crash is really bad about its ice physics. And Spyro just doesn't let you jump on ice at all. So it feels so nice to have ice physics that are the ice physics I expect the kind of ice physics that are not actually as bad as people tend to make out ice physics to be. Which, you know, if the games you grew up with were Crash and Spyro, I guess I can't say I blame you for hating ice physics. Especially if you play Crash 2 and you tried to get 100% in cold hard Crash. Don't remind me about Spyro ice physics or Crash. Sorry. But he's like, "Oh, there's a secret," and then he just ran right into the water. I don't think there's a secret down there, dude. Oh yeah, I was looking around to find the fuzzball to pop this fuzz, and I can't. That must be it over there. I see this over there. You know what? I just now realized how much this reminds me of the Malice from Breath of the Wild. You know, just big purple goop that's dangerous. And you gotta find one specific point to pop it. And then an unspecified amount of it will just disappear. And it could end up leaving goop, even if it's nearby, or it can rid a giant splotch of it. But okay. Let's get this, because that's gonna be... Oh, I can't. Wait a minute. But I just now realized the ones that are, the ones with the lights, I don't have to throw the buddy at them. I don't have to throw small fry at them. I can just get them myself. Like, let me test out that theory with this one. Yeah. I don't need to throw the small fry at him. Or, no, it's something dark. Well, since water is unexplorable, technically the most secrets would be down there. Yeah, I guess that's true. Oh my gosh, that's so much better. I don't actually have to throw little buddy at all the secrets. I can bust them open myself. That's why it takes so long for him to bust them open. Jeez. Wait, almost. There. Get the eggs for me. Good job. Okay, so here's another kettle. And there's another anchor. More eggs. More anchors. Another record. Didn't it say that the records were going to change the music? I have not heard any of that happening. Never mind, I just heard it change. Excuse me, jeez, that was a bad one. Okay, I think I unveiled all the kettles I can with all the spots I've unfurled. Ooh. Again, hooray for being able to correct your momentum with ice by jumping. You know, the ones that I've, like, inked over that were invisible, like, how have I not hit those before? I don't fully understand. But, alright, well, it's time to do some levels. So, let's start with this one. Keep thinking those little, you know, the pads that you sit on to view the world, I keep thinking those are levels. Because they're circles, and the levels are all circles. Just like Super Mario World. This mission features an invigorating simulation of outdoor activity. Head toward the goal at the summit. Oops, I didn't want that one, hang on. Hydra Splatling, there, that's the big reward. Okay, right off the bat, I'm seeing a lot of Octarians. Yeah, well, you know what I got a lot of? Ammo! Yeah, Hydra Splatling! Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely tempted to get the Hydra Splatling for myself, because like I said, I've been experiencing some range problems. Especially against people who are using Hydra Splatlings. You know, of all things, I feel like I rarely see anyone use E-Leaders anymore, which are like the longest range sniper rifles. It's like anyone who wants to do sniping uses the regular splatter shot. Which is kind of weird. It's like, did people just stop caring about E-liter in Splatoon 2 and now they just don't want to even give it the time of day now, or is it under, like, still just underpowered or something? Very curious, I think. Okay, well, my sensor says there's nothing, so let's trust the sensor. Wait a minute. That's also telling me these boxes are nothing. Ooh, level 2 armor. Sweet. I'm assuming that's a little different than what I've been normally wearing for armor. I'm also assuming I did indeed pick up armor back there. I haven't fully been paying attention. I'm not too good at remembering what oh, well, never mind. Well, there's my answer. Yes, it is different. Okay. Let me use my range to my advantage here. It's not really working out because it's not actually landing. I'm getting their feet wet, but that's it. There. Oh, well, there goes the rest of my armor. I don't have a lot of experience with the Hydra Splatling. I've only really ever used the heavy Splatling. That was another one I used in Splatoon 1 that I just never picked back up in Splatoon 2. But I think they made the Hydra Splatling a little bit more mobile. Maybe that's just for this mission. Also, Splat Bombs, that definitely helps it be mobile, because you can do that. Let's see. Well, I guess I should use my sensor to see if there's anything left. And it says no, so let's go. Oh, okay. And because it's Splatoon 3 and they've added new features, I can do this! I appreciate that that goes all the way to the top of whatever surface you're on, and not just a set amount of distance. I mean, it might run out eventually, but I don't think I've encountered anything long enough to do that yet. It's too bad you can't do it going forward. On the horizontal surfaces, all you get is this. Which I realize would probably help me get out of stringer, tight situations when I'm using the stringer a lot more easily. But again, heat of the moment, I'm never good at, utilizing stuff like that. I'm bad in the heat of the moment. And that was a lot of missiles, because I took out a lot of guys. I still love how the enemy ink looks. It's like Trixie yogurt. Ah, it's over already. I feel like that was a pretty short one. Oh, I see. The slowness of the Hydra Splatling comes when it's shooting. That's right. $1,410 eggs. Weird. And yes, I realize I said "and" there. You're not supposed to say "and" unless it has a half or a decimal. But it's like a lot of people accidentally say "and" when it's not, when that's not the case. It's like, who cares? Oh, just curling bombs. In this mission, you will destroy every target as you proceed toward the goal. And all we got are splat bombs. Or not even splat bombs. Curling bombs, I meant. I thought I had a mask on for a moment. Like a... like those masks people wear when they're on those, like, industrial-sized mowers. What do they call it? I feel like there's a name for that particular type of mask, and I don't know it. I think you want to go slide curling bombs. Yeah, I figured that out, Marie. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? Oops. This reminds me of those, like, mini golf places where they have that thing at the end where instead of returning your ball, you can use it to do one last putt, and if you sink the putt, you get a free game. There's gotta be a way. Maybe if you aim for the walls? Yeah. You gotta ignore Josh Jepson's advice and go in an angle. Well, not exactly advice. You know, expectations, I guess. Because he wasn't expecting it to go in an angle, and it did go in an angle. Alright, what are we dealing with here? Ah. For some reason, this reminds me of Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. One of the challenges in there. Oh, I didn't think I was going to get that. I like how I'm picking up eggs along the way. Even if it's only 25. Right, you can change how far the curling bomb goes by holding R. Well, not that much. Right down the center. I know you can do it. Thanks for the encouragement, Callie. Couldn't remember the word. Next up. Yeah, I forgot I don't gotta do these in one try. I just gotta... The main difference here is I can only do the curling bombs. That's the thing that makes it hard. But otherwise, it's not too bad. Which always makes me think of Daisy, because she's got that one line. I forget what game that's in. I think that's a Mario Kart game where you get, like, less than first, and she's like, not too bad. Except for my timing, that's pretty bad. But as for not too bad... Ugh. And I just noticed we got the Mob Psycho background again, where the city's below and above. There we go. Boom. Nice shot. Thank you, Callie. Oh yeah, I gotta get this now. It's a good thing bombs instantly activate the thing at the end. Always have. Always will. Probably. I was expecting to tell me I got a sunken scroll. It's like, how many times is it going to take for me to remember? It doesn't work like that anymore. Let's get this open. I feel like there's got to be a secret nearby. Excuse me. Well, my instincts are not off. Must be here. There's gotta be. It definitely says there's something here. Nope, I guess Little Buddy's not detecting it. I keep calling him Little Buddy because I keep forgetting what his name even is. Well, you know what? Those are probably not safe to use right now. Let's get rid of all the fuzzballs first. There's this one, and then he found one over there. Two secrets right next to each other, because I guess they ran out of room. Sardinium, yeah! I could get one more set. Ink resist up. Small fry recovery. Or I can get even better hero shot. Or I can get ink tank capacity up. Well, I guess that requires one more sardinium. Even better hero shot, get curling bombs, get burst bombs. Hard to say. So what's this stuff? Suit recovery, better send automatically marks objects even in kid form. This game reaches a bit further while submerged in ink. That would be nice. That's 6 plus the 4 it's going to take to open this. So basically 10. That basically shine sparks. You know what? I might as well get this stuff since I have plenty of points to get it with. And I can get ink resist up just like my hat. Small fry ink saber. Small fry. Bleh. Can't say words. More ink resist up. I mean, I can get better splat bombs and a quick respawn. I'll just get this stuff because I want another ink tank capacity upgrade. And this stuff wouldn't hurt either. A special up. Which I guess really only matters if I'm using the hero shot, and probably... I think in most cases I'm probably not going to use the hero shot. It's probably only going to make me use it in boss battles. Because otherwise the smaller reward probably... Or the hero shot will probably only have the smaller reward. If I'm going for big rewards. And sneeze, hang on. Okay, sorry about that. Sneezing. I guess I sneezed from the beginning of the stream finally came out. There. Eggs. And more decorations. What's that, generator? Reminds me of Generator Rex. Which for some reason I remember not liking when I watched it, but I'm definitely tempted to give it another chance. Because I think it's like by the same people who made Ben 10 Alien Force, and I heard the story's really good. So, you know, it should at least not be terrible, despite what my memory may be telling me. But I don't really remember why I didn't like it. Ooh, more Sardine. Now I can get that other ink tank capacity upgrade. Exactly what I wanted. I think I'll hold off on the special up. At least until I can get this stuff. Because yeah, I definitely want the burst bombs. Burst bombs are my favorite. Secret down here? No, just another way up. Wait, maybe? Yes. Eggs. Okay. Eggs Benedict. Remember that classic Five Nights at Freddy's joke? Exotic butters. You know, speaking of Five Nights at Freddy's sister location, like, I wasn't really big on Circus Baby's design before. What do you guys think, Hannah? Guess what? I've got some extra power eggs for you, courtesy of the captain. They said, "You're welcome." Interesting how she calls the captain they, even though they're using the default female Inkling hair from the first game. Well, I say default like as if the first game had any hairs other than that. But yeah, the default... I think it really is the default female Inkling hair. And I think it was default in Splatoon 2, at least. I saw that! Oh, I didn't see that. But yeah, I wasn't big on Circus Baby's design before, but I've seen some fan art that gives her pretty good design. It's like, I think Circus Baby's growing on me a little bit. I was gonna say at least. At least what, mouth? Like, what was I trying to... What did my mouth think I was trying to say there? Okay, now I guess I... Regular jump? Aw. Just jump past eggs. Those had better stay there. Oh, wait, hang on. Look at that. Wait, did it? Oh, I thought I just picked that up. Wow, that was a funky effect. Sunken scroll. No! I messed up again. Don't make me lose my rewards. I mean, I'm sure there's no way to lose the sunken scroll, but those eggs better stay. Good. They're still there. I guess I gotta jump here? Okay. Splashville's loudiest trio is hijacking the airwaves. Clean out those ears and open those eyes wide for your hometown hype squad. Deep cut. Tune in and catch them, if you can. You know, I'm glad we can skip the news now, but it's also a little bit annoying how it's like every time maps and every time I go to play, it's like, oh, maps and modes have updated, and then it's like over in the corner they're doing their intro. It's like, no, why are you even over in the corner when I can just open up the menu and scroll over one page and it's like, oh yeah, and there's it's Clam Blitz right now. They're doing it in Mahi Resort and Schellendorf Institute. It's like, oh, Why is it even in the corner anymore? It goes by so slowly that it's like, what's the point anymore? I feel like I missed something. A small fry just jumped in the ocean. Stop doing that. I mean, I guess salmonids can survive the ocean because that's where they come from. In Salmon Run, they just come out of the ocean. What is he detecting? It's like I think he was trying to run over here. Not detected it anymore. Come on. Well, it's good to know the throw button becomes recovery when he's away. It's like it's only when I'm over here, and then he just runs off into the ocean. Stop doing that. Like, he's running over that way, but when I'm over there, he doesn't want to go. Maybe I'll just wait till I have an improved sensor. Although, who knows how long it's going to take for me to get that much sardine. What if I go over here? There. It's like over here. Oh, there it is. And it was just eggs. Oh, come on. Okay, how much more can we open up here? Oh, that's not a fuzzball. There's the fuzzball. I missed. Now, I don't know if I said this before. I know I mentioned the article or video title or whatever it was I saw where someone was like, man, Splatoon 3 is not looking so good. Which, now that I think about it, it probably was a video title in YouTube's recommended section. Excuse me, that I just opted not to watch. Because when do I ever listen to YouTube's recommendations? Oh. Goodbye. I wonder if that person only just saw the very opening of the game, of story mode, where it's all linear and, you know, it's teaching you the fuzzball mechanic, but it's being very linear, so it's like the fuzzball mechanic doesn't even look unique, you know, like it does anything. Because when you're just walking down a linear path, it's like, why is any of this even closed? Because it's just forcing you to do one level at a time. So I hope whoever that was that said that, you know, made that video, I hope now that they've seen the rest of the game, their opinion has improved. You know, especially if they're not one of those people who got a review copy and they bought it themselves. Because, you know, I hope they got their money's worth. Aw, man. Flings a roller. Fling ink quickly when using horizontal or across long distances when using vertical. Yeah, I feel like they might have also buffed the Flings a roller to be as good as they wanted it to be in the second game. Because Chugga Conroy was not very fond of this when talking about all the weapons in his Let's Play. I feel like it's got almost the same amount of turf inkage as the Dynamo Roller now? Maybe old Dynamo Rollers. What was that tip? To stay away from the lasers? Sensors trigger conveyor belt active. Oh, okay. Well, the whole floor is moving. Wait, you've never seen a conveyor belt before, Callie? Be sure to top your ink by swimming with Agent 3. Okay. Yeah, I know he really wasn't fond of the Flings of Roller, so I hope it got the buffs it needed. Look out, Agent 3! Okay. Nope. Mission failed. To let target escape. So that's why this one's got the biggest reward. If you'd like to remain alive, please avoid being caught by the ink stick. Okay, I will be more careful this time. Is that gonna float there? Nope. Okay. Good. Yeah, I've seen quite a few people actually. At least what felt like quite a few people using the Flingza roller. I think, at least in the Splatfest. So I imagine it got pretty good. You know, it felt like people were doing really well with it. No, I'm gonna fail the same spot again. Come on. They really want a specific performance here. Sorry for the shaky camera. That's me adjusting my sitting position. I don't remember what Chugga Conway said about this weapon, though. I don't remember what he thought was not very good about it. Top off my ink. Try to stay on top of things instead of staying in the purple box. You know, let the buffer be a buffer instead of my only play zone, you know? Uh-oh. Not again. Huh. No! Dang it. Oh, shoot. I could run out of eggs trying to do this one. Well, then let's do better. I should rewatch Chugga Conway's guide on this thing. See if it's not as bad as it used to be. See you back there. Oh, there was extra eggs I could have gone, but I didn't get it because I messed it up. Dang. Okay. I'm gonna cut my losses and not keep oh. That's right, I'm still in this. I still got 2 more tries. Well, if I run out on these 2 more tries, then I'm gonna pick an easier weapon. I wish they would drop more ink packs. That'd be great. Yeah, be sure to top up your ink. Yeah, I know. Maybe I'm doing that one wrong. So you're not supposed to jump for that. You're supposed to do the quick flick. Maybe that's my whole problem, is I haven't been doing enough flicking. And that's what they want me to be doing. Oh. Nope, not the... There. 3 remaining. Come on. No! No! I was so close. That means the next one's the one. This one's the one. Stop repeating yourself, AI guy whose name I already forgot. 4 days or 3 days later. A whole weekend later. Yeah, I'm liking the flicking idea, because that's flicking more ink around, and that's giving me more chances to refill. Making it so I don't get so close to the back, I think. Come on. Whoa. Okay. Got this. Got this. Yes. There we go. This is it. Oh, I'm out of ink. There we go. Thankfully, that's one that instantly ends when you clear the conditions. Conveyor belt tightening. I just noticed that title. All right, let's open that up. Can't reach there. I see that up there. Well, maybe I should wait on that one. Oh, dude! Things aren't going away. Maybe take a break. I've been on one for years. Good to know. Wow, good job. Yeah, thanks. I'm doing very good right now. Yeah, let's clean this up so this doesn't happen again. So he's gonna say scrolling over there. It would be pretty great if this ends up being a sunken scroll. Eggs. Darn. What does it... I mean, I'm assuming these speed pads are just for the balloon course, which would be fun. But I'm gonna get all this fuzz cleaned up first, so I have plenty of room to chase the balloon. That's a big balloon. I see a balloon over there. Did I get that balloon before? Well, I'm gonna get it again. I can't really reach it from here. I don't know its path, so I'm not gonna wait for it here. I'll just let it be. Meant for that conveyor belt. It was sincere. Oh, sorry. Oh, found another secret. Sanga's got. There's this girl. Some entities mature by returning to the waters where they were spawned. Sometimes, in very rare cases, a young salmonid will stray too far from their original school during a run and become lost. Their wandering quest to return home can lead to prolonged starvation and an insatiable appetite. That's definitely not a hint to what's going on with Small Fry. Definitely not. Okay, I know I've been over here because there's ink. But... okay, I see a secret up there. And I think Small Fry did too. But he can't reach. But if I zip over here, and I ink, to let myself know I've been over here. And there. Eggs. It's like all the easy ones are eggs. Ah, still not enough. Well, I heard he found a secret. I probably can't get it yet. Okay, have I found more levels? Yeah, let's go on that one. Something about gears? I'll actually read it this time. They said we'd have flying cars, and we do! Kinda. Keep an eye in the sky and hitch a ride to the goal. In this mission, you'll navigate a simulated skyborne simulation scenario. Carefully proceed toward the goal. Carbon roller or nozzle nose? Let's go roller again. I don't really like the nozzle nose. It reminds me of Whiskey Foxtrot from Battleborn. Because his thing was like having a semi-automatic rifle. Which did cause people to well, it was with air shows. This guy's looking a bit crowded. You know, for a while, he had it where you actually had to mash the button to be good with him. But then they made it where it was... They made a semi-automatic rifle fully automatic. You just had to hold the trigger. Oh yeah, that's right. You can't keep getting eggs from them. The Octo Zeppelins must have a weak spot. Yeah, the Octo spot. I don't know if I actually need to kill one. Get a few eggs, though. Oop. Keep us a little off-center. Get out of the way, Zeppelin. You're not even made of lead. I also forgot I got burst bombs, so I should probably use those more. Get out of the way. I've always liked rollers for their ability to ink turf really quickly. I've always been more of a turfer guy. Like, I like the arrow spray as well, because that's all about turfing. I've noticed that At least I'm pretty sure that the new one is it's got longer range, but a tighter spread. Like not quite as wide as it used to be. I don't know how I feel about that, because it does kind of take away its turf and power. Oh, there's the thing I'm supposed to be on, and it's gone. All right, round 2. Yep, get in the ink. Oh no, there's a guy. What am I gonna do? Yeah, I'll just move 2 feet to the left. Oh no, another guy. Ah, third guy. Oh no, not another one. I feel like my sensor's broken. It's not sensing the boxes. Pretty sure it's supposed to be. Like I can't see that box over there, so it's not like it's only showing me the ones that are, you know, not directly in front of me. Which also means that it's not showing me the ones that are right in front of me. So if it's not showing me the ones that are hard to see, it's not showing me the ones that are easy to see. So what's up with my sensor? Oh, that could have been bad. Get a nice run up stretch here. There we go. I risked my life for 25 eggs. Was it worth it? No. A retry cost 30. It's 5 eggs short of being worth it. You know, I realized... I just realized I chose the brush, or I chose the roller because it's like, well, I don't have to mash as much. And then I found myself standing there doing this. It's like, well, okay, what's that then, if that's not mashing? It's like, what do you call that then? Goal's right below you. Dive, dive. Why was... I'm used to that being 3 dives. You know, dive, dive, dive. There's only 2 dives. You're 1 dive short, Callie. You said we'd have flying cars, and we do! Kinda. Another 1,000 eggs. Or so, because I know that wasn't directly 1,000. It's nice. Get up to that level. Yeah, the flying cars thing reminds me of how, like, you know, people want flying cars and jetpacks and teleporters. And I feel like a lot of that stuff we probably shouldn't have. I'll explain after the loading screen. I want to cut the loading screens out on YouTube. Because it's like, oh, same reward. So I'll just go with the hero gear so I can have my splashdown. I also forgot to read the objective. Reach a goal using ink wheels. So just reach goal. Okay, cool. Show those crates who's boss. But yeah, so jetpacks, if you didn't know, are a thing we've had for quite a long time actually. But they're really inefficient and unsafe. So they're really not practical. And it's looking like they're not going to get to a point where they're practical. Especially when you consider the fact that, you know, a jetpack makes you go up in the air. And if you were to run out of fuel mid-flight, like if you run out of fuel on a car or motorcycle, you just roll to a stop. But that's not the case with a jetpack, which makes it pretty unsafe. Oh, that's only gonna roll over here. Okay. A reef slider. Okay. Might as well slide on in. And I think people, maybe not the most prevalent opinion, but I think there are a lot of people who are of the opinion. Did that respawn? I'll take a second one. A lot of people who are of the opinion that people are pretty bad at driving ground cars, so flying cars probably shouldn't become a thing either. It's like, Wait, how do I get up there? Because yeah, people are bad enough drivers when they can't fly. Like, imagine how bad people will be when they can. That'd be... Yeah, that's a scary thought. I mean, I'm sure it would require a different license, because it would be a different type of vehicle entirely. Like, you'd basically have to get a plane license, and a pilot's license. But I still, like, I still agree that commercially available flying cars probably should not become a thing. So you're saying if several jetpacks ran out of fuel, it'd be a Splatfest? Yeah, something like that. I get what you're saying, but it's like, yeah. Not saying that was a bad joke. Actually, I'm not even sure what I'm saying. And I want those eggs. I don't know how to get them. I guess I'm leaving them behind. They're probably only 25 anyway. I guess I don't want them that badly. And I also feel like teleporters probably shouldn't be a thing either, because, you know, unless you make it where it's like you can only teleport to specific, like teleporter pads, those would be fine, because it would only be teleporting to a set destination. You know, kind of like having a phone number. You can only teleport to places where you have the phone number or teleport number. But a teleporter where you can just teleport wherever you want. I mean, like, imagine, you know, literally anyone in the world can just get their hands on a device that lets them go anywhere they want in half a second. And then they can leave in half a second. So that means that they could pop into your house, grab your TV, and then pop out while you're just sleeping. And there's nothing you could do about it because they can just teleport. They can go wherever they want. So I'm of the mind that teleporters also should not exist. At least not commercially available teleporters where you can teleport wherever you want. Okay, yeah, of course. It's not the right thing to do. Oh, I'm here again. Like, where am I? And I think there are a lot of people who would also agree that time travel is something that should not be commercially available. Because, you know, you're gonna get those people who go back in time and change history for the worse. So let's not let that happen. Telephone sounds like a great invention. Yeah, I know. If only they come up with that, that'd be pretty cool. You know, being able to talk to people across long distances. That'd be pretty neat. You go away. And then, of course, with teleporters, there's also the matter of, like, how can you test a teleporter without, like, risking a life, I guess. Oh, that doesn't go anywhere. Oh, that's right. Right, because it explodes it, and then it just... Okay. Maybe that's what I was missing back there. Well, I've already come this far. I don't want to leave. But I do gotta... figure out, how do you... Okay, that works. Oh, there we go. I wonder how I would have done that with a different weapon. The Tri-Slosher. Ink wheels. Experience tomorrow's technology today. I don't know how a wheel that inks turf for you is necessarily a futuristic device. Turfing is part of the fun of Splatoon. Wow, that cost 2,000. I noticed before I threw, and then now I'm at 2,000 eggs. Wow, that cost another 2,000. Oh, of course, because that's the way to the next place. Right. I haven't done this one yet? Rail pass. Reach the goal using ink rails. In this mission, you'll demonstrate your agility and look extremely cool. Ride ink rails to reach the goal. Well, you test it by sending objects first, super short distances, but sadly they move on onto animal testing. Yeah, that's the sad reality of figuring out a teleporter. I don't know why they're giving me... I mean, well, okay. This is supposed to be the easier option, and then this is if you want a challenge. Blaster with the longest range. A no-frills, easy-to-handle ink shooter. The same reward, so I guess I'm gonna go with this one, because that's the weapon I like a little more. Yeah, teleporter testing also just makes me think of the Fly. You know? Which, that's the thing, is like... Okay, so like the first couple rounds of testing goes good with your teleporter. But how do you ensure that you don't get a situation like the Fly, where it's like, oh, well, you know, you only tested with one person, but what if you do 2 people? Like, that definitely would... Well, I can't say definitely would, because teleport is entirely theoretical. But yeah, that does not sound like it would end well. I think most people would assume that. I don't know why there's 2... Oh, because one rail actually leads to the end and the other is just for rings. You know, oh, they're doing the wave. It'd be cute if it wasn't so deadly. Watch your timing. You got goosebumps. I feel like there should be some kind of squid equivalent of goosebumps. But I guess there's no such thing as a... There we go. As a sea goose. Honestly, I forgot what animal I was talking about. Like, it was a sea what? What was it mean? Or Bill from Pokemon Red. He fused with a Pokemon. When did he do? I don't think I've ever heard that lore. So many little platforms. There we go. Let's not fall off again. Captain says, let ink rails lead the way. Yeah, well, they're pointing in 4 different directions, Marie. So this will probably be excuse me, a key. Apparently not. Oh, wow, jeez. She was kidding when she said there was a lot of little platforms. Like, I thought she just meant the ones over there. And now I see it's almost a little maze of ink rails. Look at the onion rings, yeah! Might have only been in Let's Go. Yeah, that would make sense. Get it? Get it? Get it? There. Oh, but that's just gonna lead back over here. I guess this is supposed to be so you can do that. Nice. I usually don't play Pokemon games more than once unless it's rando. I mean, it's rare for me to even play a Pokemon game once to begin with, honestly. Because I just don't... I'm not that big of a Pokemon fan, so I tend to not play the games. Although I say that like I haven't had, like, every mainline game since... Ow. Basically since Black and White. Because I have Black and White, I have Black 2. Or I have Black and, or no, I have White and Black 2. I got both X and Y, because that was my favorite generation. I got, I think Omega Ruby and Moon. But I know that's not all the games, but still a lot more Pokemon games than someone who just said, yeah, I don't really play Pokemon games. I'm gonna open the other end now. Oh, but there's still a lot left here. That's only 100. I feel like that's supposed to be a little way so I can get up there, but I can already get up there. Wait, let me see if I'm right first before I go assuming I am. So I can ink there. Hup. And there. Whoop. there. So yeah, that was correct. I still can't get over there yet. Oh wait, yes I can, because I've gotten to that one. I can get rid of. Get that. Stop running. Stop discovering secrets and then running off into the ocean. It's probably seeking something up here. Or maybe right here. Sure would be nice if I could hit the invisible ones without Small Fry deciding that he's detected them. Oh, there we go. So I was right, there was something over here. Got a decoration. My tablet's lighting up, but I don't think I got a new notification, so I don't know why it's lighting up. Get the thing. Get the thing. There. So there's that open. Make sure I keep Small Fry in my bucket, so that when I pass something, he can discover it. Guess he's not too keen on doing that right now. Whoops! I didn't realize he was still in my bucket. Okay, let's check out my Sardinium. Still 0. Good. Okay, I think I've discovered all the levels, so now I'm just cleaning up secrets. Excuse me. And it's not even detecting the balloon. You'd be kidding me. I think I have the balloon course open by now, so let's do that. Oh, nope, I don't have it all the way open. Eat faster, Small Fry. There we go. That's over there. You. 2 balloons. Shoot. I don't have this open either. Oh, it wasn't safe. And then Small Fry zipped off. Okay. Let's try this again. Whoop. Oh. Okay. Let's get this path a little bit more safe. Cards. Hello? Secrets? Any secrets around here? Secrets? Anything uninkable? On the uninkable surface? No? Can't reach back up. Nothing here? Really? Whee! I'm still missing stuff over here. Which is crazy, because I thought I already found everything over here. When I found this. Oh, we found something. You gotta be kidding me, right here? I don't like the invisible ones. They don't feel very fair. Okay, let's assume the balloon is the thing that the map is saying is over here. Okay, jump, jump, swim. There's no sense missing this. Grab that real quick. Another little car. Ah, I missed it. Ah. I like when you shoot up and then your ink just splashes back down. It reminds me of the paint gun that they introduced in the Metal Gear Solid DLC of Little Big Planet. Because that was also like physics-based paint projectiles. So you could just shoot straight up, and if it didn't hit anything, it would fall back down. And if you're standing under it, you could just cover yourself in paint. And it was actually paint in that game, it was not ink. You know, there were a lot of people when Splatoon was first introduced, you know, was first a thing called ink paint. It's like, you know, now that we've had Splatoon 2 for however long, it's like people, you know, let alone the first game, people are very used to it being ink now. So they don't make the mistake of calling it paint. Get it? There. I forget if I've made this joke already, but it's like, man, you know, Shadow Mario uses paint. They should put him in Splatoon. You know, like all the people who keep saying like, oh man, that character has stretchy arms. They should be in arms. It's like, no, that's not how it works. Stretchy arms does not mean you can fight in the arms lane. You gotta have the arms ability as well. Which is like a specific thing that also gives you extra powers, not just the stretchy arms. Mori-eel manipulation. Secret dances of the Onaga clan. First, soak the dry ground like a welcome summer rainstorm. Second, stir up a whirlpool to summon winds from the rocky shore. Final, as the 100 eels take flight, follow them to the promised land. Oh, it kind of is just like Fry was doing in the boss fight. And I think that's the same mask she was wearing before too. Ooh, sparkles. Really? That's what catches your eye, Callie? Sparkles? Okay, that was indeed the thing that was over there. So we'll pop on back over here. I think Small Fry did find something. There we go. Eggs. My mind just keeps jumping back to Eggs Benedict. You know, I wasn't even one of the people who liked that bit from Sister Location. Okay. So there and there. So already. You center the cursor, please. What if it's counting this level as something I haven't found? Oh yeah, it was. Okay, so I guess I have not found all of them. Time trial and errors. No! I don't like time trials. In this mission, you must destroy all of the targets within 1 minute. Well, this one's got the higher reward, so it's probably going to be the harder. Thankfully, this one and this one are weapons I'm familiar with. The Squiffer was also something I picked up in Splatoon 1 and just couldn't get back into the swing of in Splatoon 2. I don't know if they just nerfed it or I just fell out of practice with it. It was one of those weapons in Splatoon 1 that I originally didn't play with myself until I saw Chugga Conway's Let's Play. And he talked about the Squiffer, and I was like, okay, let me pick up the Squiffer. And I actually did pretty decent with it for a while. Oh, it's back there. Well, I'm not getting this one. Gonna have to die. This is also... Well, I forget if I said it with the Bamboozler, but there's like... Most chargers, I think... Maybe there's probably like one exception. Where there's a level of charge that you can hit. Where it's enough to... It's not quite full, but it's enough to splat. Yeah. Mission failed. I don't know why there's delay there. Why does he pause before saying failed? this one's probably going to be a little tight. It felt like... I mean, I sure did waste a lot of time there, but I felt like... I had a lot left by the time I ran out of time. So this could be close. Thankfully, these go through when charged all the way. No, that's not gonna be... Dang. Gotta be really quick. Maybe I can't be charging. Yeah, I think that's where I was wasting a lot of time. I was hoping that my range would make up for the charge time. Maybe in some cases. Come on. Dang, okay. I'm gonna switch to an easier weapon then. I don't want to be stuck here the whole time. Trying to stubbornly get this with the best reward weapon. I'll go Nozzle Nose. Still get a balance of being able to get the reward on all, getting a big reward, but also actually being able to beat the level to begin with. Because the more tries I take on this level, the more it's going to cost me to actually finish it. And then in the long run, it would have saved me eggs to just go with the easier one. So although I do want to be able to try to, I'm going to make myself try to go for the hardest weapon, the highest reward, which is presumably the hardest. I still would like to beat the level and not waste too many eggs attempting the hardest weapon. Because it's less about actually doing the challenge, the hardest thing, and more about the reward anyway. So like I said, I could end up wasting more eggs than I would earn if I had just went with the easiest weapon, or easier weapon. My poor aim was gonna get me. Well, I was gonna say killed. Well, I wasn't being shot at, but you know what I mean. Get me lose. Alright, what's left? Something over here. Soup. Oh, I guess that would just be the final, or the... Well, yeah, I guess final's the right word. This. The thing. The final fuzzball. Nope, that wasn't it at all. Oops. So much for my eggs. So something over here, then. I thought it still had the nozzle nose. Where exactly? Could be here. Really? What about here? Corners always feel like the places that are the secrets. Okay, it must be up top then. Or here. No? Just double checking my sardinium there. Whoa, slippery ice. Excuse me. Come on, it's around here somewhere. Oh, wait. Flip it back to the map. Okay, well, not that far ahead. Let's see. More this way? Oh, it's over here. Oh, it's the balloon. That's right, I haven't done this. See, I saw the balloon and I was thinking, like, oh, I already did the... No, that's a different balloon. You want me to get these while sliding on the ice? Good thing I got gyro controls. This is pretty fun. Let's slide again. Always likes to return to where it started, and or doesn't it? A hungry blade, a sharp grin, and a wild warrior's hand. It bites just once. A flash, a slash, a sudden shudder. Shredded remains sink down, 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 like falling snow. A fleeting flurry, brief as life itself, falls around my open parasol. Parasol? That's not where I was thinking that was going. Okay, that everything? That everything. To Site 4. Just as soon as I remember how to navigate back over that direction. Well, probably not up here. Kind of the opposite direction I was trying to go in. This way. There, alright. Let's head towards that second signal. Or I guess technically signal 1 if I'm thinking of these as something you do in a particular order. Can we do something to pass the time? Let's play 20 questions. I'll go. Is it blue? I didn't get to read the rest of your questions. Ask questions slower. Landfill Dreamland. Ew, this place is kind of a mess. But wait! I forgot I gotta advance it. I'm so used to all the dialogue just advancing itself really quickly. Something on that high ground over there was blasting out a super strong signal. That must be Gramps. Let's get going, Agent 3. Yeah, well, there's probably secrets over here. No? Okay. I should get the levels open and then look for secrets. I should look for secrets last. Okay. Viewing stuff. I see. Let's get on that sub. Okay, now I'm hungry for a sub sandwich. I'm pretty sure you don't have enough power eggs, right? Yeah, I've started to realize I don't really like hoagies. Like, I feel like everyone I meet on the internet is like, man, Subway is total garbage. You gotta go to a real hoagie place. You know, you gotta go to a real submarine. But I don't know, I think quote-unquote real submarines just aren't to my taste. Because I grew up eating Subway. So quote-unquote real subs just don't have the right balance of ingredients for my tastes. Sorry, I scratched my ear, hang on. Aha, there we go. Oh, my controller's vibrating on the desk. Ooh, Splatoon stamper. And I need water. Hang on, I got my mouth a little wet. But yeah, I feel like real submarines and real hoagies, they always have too much meat. Yeah, let's use the stamper. It's the only option. But I would have used it anyway because it's the stamper. It's the one that looks like the chainsaw. Because you know, Subway, probably appropriately enough because you know it's a business. They gotta. You know, they can't just pile on the meats. They want to be efficient, so they probably don't put a whole lot on compared to other sandwich places. But for me, that's like the right balance. Agreed, I love Subway though, so like still like real subs, whatever that means. Yeah, you know, like pretty much any other sandwich place, excuse me, that puts things on a sandwich, you know, a submarine roll. What am I... Okay, how do I get this open? Oh, it's another one of those automatic doors that doesn't even look like a door. But yeah, like, you know, subs from places that aren't Subway, let's phrase it that way. They pack on so much meat that it's like, that's all I taste. And that everything, you know, it's all so crammed in there that everything else just falls out. Or that, you know, you get one bite and it's all meat, and then you bite it, you do another bite and it's all lettuce. Wasn't expecting these guys to be on the wall when I came through the door. That's pretty funny. But with Subway, I get like... I think it's like an orientation thing. In a weird way. Like, Subway makes things where, you know, the bottom of the bun is the bottom of the sandwich. So that's where they layer the meat. Whereas every other sandwich place will put the meat on the hinge of the bread. Oh, right. Do that. There we go. I feel like I'm missing stuff, but again, it's all out in the overworld, all the secrets. So all I'd be missing out on is eggs, and that's not really that big a deal. Kind of lost my train of thought a bit. Whoa, don't push me. I'm too close to the edge. Nice. Yeah, so they layer the sandwich with oh, I'm gonna go like that first. Hey, go over there, Squeegee. Yeah, there we go. Zoop. So they put all the meat in the hinge, and it's like everything else falls out. But then, it's, you know, the stuff that stays in, it's like you do one bite and you get all meat, and then another bite is all lettuce. And it doesn't come together for me. But, and this is what got me thinking on this, there is an exception I find, and that's BLTs. Because, you know, I'm trying to figure out where I even start this train of thought. Like, the other place, pretty much the only other place we ever get sandwiches at is Wawa. And that's where I think of when, you know, people talk about well, I don't know, I think they more talk about, like, you know, sandwich shops, not Wawa sandwiches. But I feel like Wawa is, like, exactly that. Their hoagies are the exact kind of sandwich people talk about. Where they're like, man, Subway sucks. You gotta get a real sandwich. You gotta go to a good place. Subway has a balance of toppings along with a different bread cut. Yeah, exactly. But Wawa, so previously, when I would eat sandwiches at Wawa, I would basically just make my Subway order, like turkey, white American, with lettuce, tomatoes, and pickles, and some hot peppers. You know, I don't get the same bread that they have at Subway. They got this Italian herbs and cheese bread, which is my go-to, but they don't have that at Wawa, so I just get a regular bread. Or white bread, I guess it is. And there we go, to the launch pad. I keep feeling the compulsion to look for secrets, but there are no secrets! Let's get out of here. But yeah, I found that I actually am more satisfied with the sandwich if I get one of their in-house BLTs instead of trying to recreate my Subway go-to. And then I just put on some pepper jack and mayo. Stamp them out. Surprise! I've got some bonus power eggs for you, Agent 3. Hopefully Small Fry likes them. Aw, she's thinking of Small Fry. She's looking out for him. Well, good, because I'm not, because I don't care about him. I'm not someone who gets excited when a video game gives you a little pet. Oh, there's a secret right here. Well, good thing I hadn't jumped yet. But yeah, BLT at Wawa, it's really good. It's like the exception to me not really liking, you know, good, well, good is debatable, but like, the real sandwiches. I guess no one was really saying real sandwich. They were just like, get a good sandwich, because Subway sucks. And I don't buy into the Subway hate. I think it really is just a matter of people being used to a particular style of sandwich, so that, a particular balance of ingredients, and it being packed in a particular way, and that's what causes people to be like, man, Subway sucks. Which is fair, because, I'm having... if that's true, then I have the opposite problem, and I think other places aren't as good as Subway, because I always would eat Subway. That's the place I think of... Ooh, started eating. That's the place I think of when I think I was gonna say Subway sandwiches. Well, I would hope I think of Subway when someone mentions Subway. If I didn't think of Subway, I would be concerned. Where did these go? What are you doing? They go nowhere? Okay. Set dressing, I guess. I found a secret. Yeah, Subway is what I always think of when I think sub sandwiches. So, I suppose that makes sense. That's, whatever. I feel like that makes my theory pretty compelling. But, I know there are people who think that Subway is bad because their ingredients are usually bad, and I guess that's just more of a store thing, those kinds of people just usually end up, by chance, they just happen to go to Subways that are not run well. It's also the type of people like my brother who only want the meat, and the only proof of quality for him is how much meat does it have. Yeah, that's fair. Like, if you want a lot of meat, then yeah, I suppose Subway's probably not the best place. And yeah, that does lean into my, it does kind of confirm my theory a little bit. Like, if you're used to other sandwich places and you go to Subway and you want a lot of meat because you're used to that kind of sandwich that's packed full of meat, yes, I can see how Subway would be disappointing. Oh wait, it's the ballpoint I was thinking of that goes farther the longer it spins, not the notulus. Or was that what I was using before? I forget. No, the notulus was what I was using. Come on, get him. Is Notulus still able to hold a charge when it swims? I think that was its thing. Yeah. Nice. Something that bothers me about this game, the weapon store. I'm pretty sure in the previous games, so when you level up, the weapon guy, Sheldon, would give you an introduction on the weapons that you unlocked. And I'm pretty sure in the previous games, you could get him to repeat that whenever you want it. But as far as I can tell, you can't do that in this game. So once you go past his initial introduction of a weapon, you can't get him to explain the weapon like that again. The only thing you can get is like the details on the sub-weapons, or the sub-weapon and the special. Oh, whoa, that's kind of weird. What's weird, Callie? She still hasn't told me what's weird. Get out of here. Go away, shield. You're not a Splatbrella. You're just Splat. Dive, dive, whee! Well, now that I say it like that, it's like, oh, I guess I am used to a version of, someone repeating the word dive where it's only 2 and not 3. Balloons! No! Don't pass the balloons. Ooh. There's a lot of propeller evaders. Ink like the wind, and that's all I caught. This reminded me of the level that they introduced the Octo Commanders are the worst. We should get those pillars for cover. The level that they introduced the Splatling in with Splatoon 2's story mode. Except that it wasn't propellers, it was I mean basically the same thing. It was an object you would hit that would spin and it would cause something to happen. So basically the same idea. And that's that. Nice. I mean, win. Or nice wind. I messed up her. I made a mouth typo of my own while trying to read Callie's mouth typo. Propellered to greatness. Nose, would you stop itching? I've scratched you like 40 times tonight. Ooh, sunken scroll. I also just realized I forgot to read out the rest of the last thing. The Manta clan's early morning ritual. After careful grooming of their pectoral fins, the family gathers for their favorite breakfast. This unique plankton dish, a family recipe passed down across generations, is said to enhance the mind, body, and bodily toxins. Well, good that they're poisonous, I guess. Or, yeah, poisonous. I was like, wait, is it poisonous or venomous? Yes, poisonous. Oh yeah, still haven't gotten that one yet. I'm saving up for this. Still not quite there yet. And I realized I forgot to read log... Was it 2 and 3? Which one was the one where I realized, like, oh yeah, it's uncorrupting as I'm going? I think I stopped on this one, so let me read this one out. The rest of this. Of course, not even scientists are immune to nostalgia. The humans began constructing large-scale 3D printing operations. This allowed them to recreate some of humanity's favorite artifacts within the confines of Alterna. Additionally, they created a robust information management system designed to indelibly record all of humanity's precious knowledge. Such a system would naturally require some sort of record keeper, a computer that could autonomously observe and record data. The scientists achieved their aim with the development of ORCA, also known as Omniscience Recording Computer of Alterna. Pretty decent acronym there. And then this one's complete, so let's read that one. And be sure to click into it so I can scroll it. As life in Alterna moved forward, one scientist discovered a new way to make liquid... I couldn't tell if I misread squid or if it really did say liquid. Liquid crystals from bodily fluids of squids. See, there's the word squid. These new crystals could change color in response to faint and fleeting electrical signals emitted by living organisms. To put that in more human terms, these crystals could read minds, and then output imagery that matched the viewer's innermost thoughts. Crazy. Humans were enhanced with this new invention and began mass-producing the crystals. Eventually, they lined the walls and roof of Alterna. As the crystals absorbed the collective desires of those in Alterna, they assumed the appearance of the sky as it was seen on the surface long ago. At last, after 25 years of being confined beneath the earth, humanity could once again look up and see the sky. Except it wasn't really the sky. So I wonder if those crystals are made from, like, the Inkling's ability to change the color of their ink, or if this is leading on to say that the people who got those crystals put in their heads, or... Actually, no, because I guess it's not saying they were put into people's minds, just they matched the viewer's innermost thoughts, so I guess that's me assuming they were put into humans, so never mind. I was thinking like those were put into humans, and then they became Inklings. And that's how they can change the color of their ink, is they think. They think, and then they ink. I'm getting kind of... Yeah, okay, let that be proof of what I was about to say. I'm getting kind of tired. I think I'm going to end it here. I do want to keep playing, but I should, not push myself too far. So thanks for watching, and we'll be back with more Wednesday. Bye. I gotta figure out how I want to end these on YouTube, because I'm gonna cut out my stream outro, and then there's also gonna be, I'm not gonna upload the whole entire, 3 hours, however long I've been going. Actually, oh yeah, 3 hours, it says. However long I've been going. So, yeah, they're gonna get cut up. So, there's not gonna be me saying an actual outro in them. So, I'm gonna have to figure out, how do I want to bridge episodes without a spoken intro or outro. Anyway, that's for me to figure out later. Bye.